y'all, welcome back to this week's episode of AMA Friday with Amy Miller, recruiting in yoga pants. Big topic this week. I don't know if we're gonna get it all in 10 minutes, but we'll do our best. So here's what I wanna talk about. I wanna talk about offers, specifically counter offers and multiple offers. All right, we're just gonna put it out into the universe that my job seeking community is gonna be sitting on multiple offers in no time, and your companies are gonna be begging you to stay, and all those good things are gonna happen to you. That's what I want for you. I want you to have so many damn offers that you literally have to put it all on a giant spreadsheet and eeny, meeny, miny, mo that shit. Okay, not really. There's a better way to discuss offers and picking the right one for you. But I want you to have that opportunity to gather lots of data and make the decision that's right for you. So let's start with counteroffers, okay? Counteroffer is when basically you go to resign or you're ready to leave your current company, you've got another offer in hand, and they try to get you to stay. So that can look like a couple different things. Sometimes they'll offer you more money. Sometimes they may look at, what are some other things that are important to you, like non-financial things that would convince you to stay. I've known people who have negotiated, like permanent work from home or flexible work schedule or something like that. Kind of seems weird in COVID because a lot of us are working from home right now, those that can. I know that's not everybody, but I've seen interesting non-financial things as well. But sometimes it is money. Sometimes it's like, hey, here's $50,000 in stock. Please don't go. Things like that. I've helped create those internal offers. If a company does want to retain you, and if they are genuinely concerned about losing you, they may come back with a counter. They may not. And that's okay too. Don't take it as an insult if your company pats you on the back and wishes you well in your next endeavor. That doesn't mean they don't love you, okay? But a lot of companies just, for whatever reason, are not equipped or don't do counters. It's fine. But those that do, that's okay too. This is the myth that I want to bust, okay? A lot of recruiters are going to try to convince you that here's an actual bullshit statistic, okay? This is something I see all the time. 80% of candidates who accept a counteroffer leave anyway within 6 months. And let me tell you the same thing that I would say to any other unprovable statistic, like 90% of resumes don't get read, 75% of resumes are never seen by a person, ATS robots are eating your resumes, all of that. I will say this. Prove it. And you know what? You can't because you're full of shit. Okay? All right. There we go. Glad I got that off my chest. You cannot prove that because everyone's situation is different. Every individual's emotional currency that is driving them to consider another job, to leave a company, to stay at a company, to go, live in a hut in, a remote village in the Amazon. It's a personal choice. Okay? It's a personal choice, and I don't get to make it for you. Your mama can't make it for you. Your spouse may have something to say, but ultimately, it is your decision, okay? I want to help you make that decision by thinking about offers and counter offers and multiple offers through the right lens, okay? I can say this to you because I have no skin in your personal game of whether or not you accept an offer. Now, if I'm making you an offer, I might feel a little differently. I mean, look, here's the truth. I actually say this to my candidates as well. I want you to accept the offer that I'm giving you because it's a great offer and you love it and you want to be here. That's it. If you don't want to be here, don't accept it because I'm going to backfill you in 6 months. Just speaking the truth, y'all. So here's the thing. Counter offers, totally fine. If it makes sense for you, if you think that you're getting what you need, if you're happy with that decision, make that decision, dude. It's fine. So the recruiter's gonna be mad. So what? Mad recruiters are a dime a dozen, okay? They're everywhere. Can't swing a loaf of bread in a grocery store without hitting a pissed off recruiter. It's kind of our natural state, okay? Or sometimes we're crying. It depends, whatever. Sometimes we're happy, not as often. It's fine. Okay, so that's counter offers. Let's talk quickly about multiple offers because I think the decision-making process is similar. Basically, if you have an offer from a company and a counter offer, those are multiple offers. So same concept, right? But I encourage people to explore anything and everything that may make sense for them. Something I've learned recruiting in tech for so long, engineers are incredibly data-driven professionals. I mean, I think a lot of us are, I've become that way over the years, probably from hanging out with so many engineers. But I believe that there's no such thing as a passive candidate because once you activate them, so to speak, like I'm the recruiter who gets you to think about maybe making a change and interviewing for a role with my company, those kinds of things. The minute I do that, you're now open to other roles. And you're like, well, if I'm going to take Amy's call, maybe I should take that call. Maybe I should check out that company. Maybe I should call my friend over at that place and see what they've got going on. So you immediately kind of move into this data gathering mode. Well, if I'm going to think about changing a job, let me make sure I'm covering my bases. Let me make sure I'm seeing what's out there. Let me make sure that my final decision is the right one for me. And a lot of times that leads to multiple offers. That is okay. All right. What that means is that at least one recruiter is going to be unhappy. And let me tell you, my job seeking community, that is not your problem. You are not in this to satisfy the needs of a recruiter. You are not in this to please a company. You are not in this to make someone else feel good because they won because you accepted an offer. You're in this to decide the career path, the financial gain, the opportunity, and everything else that matters to you. Nobody else. And maybe your family, maybe your spouse, maybe your kids, but it has to be what's right for you. I will tell you, quick side story. I got a call, opportunistic call, when I was at Microsoft to go help stand up a new recruiting team in Seattle for a startup. And it was a pretty cool opportunity. I was like, oh, this would be something I've never done before. This is, kind of scratching that itch, oh, I could build it from the ground up and that's super cool. It's something I want to do. And I go through the interview process and it was great. And, talking to the people back at the HQ, which was in another state, and they were trying to stand up this new office in Seattle and everything. And it was really cool. And they gave me an offer. Now, keep in mind, I was not on the market. I was happy at Microsoft, liked my job, but I was exploring this because it was interesting. It was completely different, completely new from what I'd done before in my career and something I wanted to do and still want to do someday in the future. So they gave me the offer. We negotiated a little bit, numbers are good, I'm kind of doing some comparison. And I remember they emailed me and asked, if I'd made a decision. And I said, yeah, I actually wanted to talk with you one more time. I do have some questions specifically around benefits. Keep in mind, I'm leaving Microsoft, which, 100% paid benefits, gold standard, medical, dental, vision. I got high, benefits matter with my family situation. I've got kids and a spouse who need, I won't go into any more detail than that, but just know it's important to me. So I said, yeah, I want to understand, more about the benefits and out-of-pocket costs for me. And, because that's going to impact my total comp, that kind of thing. I swear to God, y'all, this fool comes back and says, Amy, you've had the offer for 24 hours and we really need a decision. That's enough time for you to make a decision. Well, I guess my decision is no. All right, I'm not going to be bullied into accepting an offer. I was that close, y'all. And maybe they just didn't really want me. Maybe they were having buyer's remorse and looking for an out. I have no idea. I'll never know. But the minute I saw that email, and I know you can't read tone in an email, right? Like maybe they didn't mean to be as bitchy as they were. But the minute I read that email, I knew there was no way I could work for this company. 24 hours and you're trying to shame me into giving you a decision that works for you on your timetable? No. No. My career, my financial health, my making the right decision for my family trumps anything else when it comes to an offer or considering a job change. I don't give a shit who you are, what company you work for. I will not be bullied into making a decision that I'm not ready for, and neither should you, my friends. So that's what I wanted to get clear today. I hope I've done that because I'm already over time as usual. But here's the thing I want you to think about. I'll give you just one more quick, actually I already wrote this down, so this is handy. All right, because this is not the first time I tried to record this. When you have multiple competing counter offers, whatever your situation is, even if it's only one offer, I still want you to do this exercise, okay? Pros and cons, y'all. I want you to think about, well, if I have 4 different offers or, one offer plus my counter offer, whatever, make a list. Jot it all down. What are the pros? What are the cons? What's important to me? And you weight those for yourself. You get to decide what's important. You get to assign a point value to the different pros and cons and do the math. Whatever makes sense for you, that is how you come to a decision, not because some jackass recruiter who didn't have a very good commission month last year really needs you to accept. Do not let them influence you unless they're looking at it through the lens of what matters to you and your experience and your emotional currency. Okay? That is how you address counteroffers and competing offers. Do what's right for you. If you are struggling with this, send me an email, amy@recruitinginyogapants.com. The salary FAQs is still available to you. You can get those by putting salary FAQs in the subject line. Hopefully that helps drive the conversation with your recruiters. And good luck out there, y'all, because it's hard right now. I get it, but everybody deserves an opportunity to make the decision that is best for them. Hope that helps, and we'll see you next week.